Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to this third exciting episode of the SB1 sign trailer project. SB1 meaning Senate Bill number 1, which imposed a 12-cent gas tax that threw everybody into, oh my god, F pay extra 12 cents. Well, you know, your roads are getting done, so live with it. It'll probably get repealed anyways. I hope not. I put a lot of work into this trailer. Anyways, I have it, I picked up the decals last night, put it on, couldn't wait. I picked them up on my way home. I got one sign completed, and I'll finish off this exciting third episode of the SB1 sign. Then the fourth and final episode will be the unveiling of the completed SB1 sign project. Stay tuned. This is definitely going to keep you on the edge of your seat the whole time, guaranteed. All right, here I am back in the shop again. Now it's 2 o'clock the same day. I cut these out this morning on my way out, kind of in a hurry. This is what happens when you get in a hurry. I messed up and I forgot the V at the end of them. So, real simple, I just went back to my design. These aren't real true fonts. These are some lettering that I just copied on the off of the sign. So what I do is I cut out 2 little V's. And what's great about when you're the sign guy is you can make mistakes and nobody's ever going to know. And you just have to be good at covering up your little mistakes. So I got the 2 V's in there. And I'm going to throw a piece of transfer tape over the top of those 2. You might have to try something different here. I'll just try one at a time. So there's the V. I can see, get it lined up pretty straight here. Okay, there's one. Oh, that darn thing. There we go. Transfer tape there. There we go. Nobody will ever know, and I ain't ever telling anybody. So, I got the legends laid out now for the, it says www.rebuildcalifornia.ca.gov. So these are going to go at the bottom of the sign right here. And I don't quite have the dimension. I'll have to go back on my schematic on my computer and find out what the distance is from here to the top of the letter. I'll measure down, and then I'll be able to put in the rebuildingcalifornia.ca.gov. All right, I'm in the middle of my SB1 sign trailer project. You know that I've showed you. I think I've already made the first sign in the last video. I'm going to sneak this little this little episode, or whatever you want to call it, in between there. Anyways, I want to show you something that's revolutionizing the sign business here at the county. Remember before how I'd show you how I would make my lines with a black China marker, and then I'd have to come along and try to erase those things, and they just smudge, and you got to rub and scrub and stuff. So I was at the city of Napa this morning. We were working on a little project here. They were helping me out on some stuff. They have a really nice facility down there. So they gave me one of these pencils to try. I saw the guy using it, and I go, well, that works really well. So watch this. When you make your lines, okay, they use the same stuff I use, little Rapid Tack. It's a cleaner and uses for various applications. So watch this. You just spray a little bit on. Little or no effort, and it just wipes it right up. Don't need the, don't need to use the denatured alcohol or anything like that. So what's going to happen now is these guys are in the garbage. You start using these. They're like a colored pencil. Stabilo is the brand name, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to be using these from now on. Works great. All right, tip on with the sign. So I have my orange that I'm cutting out on my SB1 sign. I special ordered a roll 24 inches long. 10 yards wide. That's why I like Denko. Order it one day, have it the next. What I decided to do, since this, to move this out of your way so you can see, this section right here, which is going to be the orange section, is 68 inches long, those bands. So I just put them all together on a smaller size so I don't use as much material. And I'll just go ahead and I'll piece those in and set them up and lay them in. So that's the next phase on the SB1 sign trailer project. Okay, laying out this orange, I see a problem that's going to happen. I put my guidelines down at the bottom, drew a big line. It's 2 3/4 inches from the top here. And that's going to create a problem for me because it's this orange you see, and I got that black line under there. And I could try to keep it up and away from the line, but that might not happen. So what I did is I made a series of marks so I can mark these out. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut out each section and just do one of the little sections at a time. Since I have a mark on here and here, they'll line up here and I won't get that black line in the way of my sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that long black line and I'm going to apply the orange. There we go. Now we're going to add the blue B alert to it, so it'll say B work zone alert. That little slashes, the orange thing here, Rebuild California. What I did is I you know, like I was telling you before, I cut it out all in one piece so I could get the spacing just right. And what I did, since the letters are just, they're a little smaller than the work zone. The work zone is about, well, it's a 2 1/4 inches tall, and these are about 1 3/4, so there's a little bit of difference in them. So what I did is I have them evenly spaced. I took a square. Remember how I showed you? I always like these squares, and I made some little black lines where it should be, and I got it all taped in there just right. What I do, I put a piece of tape so it doesn't move anymore. Let me take both of those in so I can get a good. You tape up, you know, flatten it out. I have a piece of tape up top. You tape your ends down. Okay. And then you go ahead and just put a series of marks from your transfer tape onto your material, onto your sign blank. I put, you know, a series of lines, and then what you can do is now when you pull up your tape, I've showed you this before, but in case anybody tried to fast forward through one of my videos to get to the good parts, not very many good parts. Anyways, so now you got this, and you can line it back in just exactly where it should be. And remember what my motto is: perfect's just going to have to be good enough for today. So now I do want to remove those 2 little black lines that I use for reference to level them out. Now that just the outside black lines won't be trapped underneath the blue. Go ahead and I'll peel all this off. And we're going to put our Rapid Tack on it. And don't be stingy with the Rapid Tack, because it'll help you do a better job on your signs. So now what I'll do is I'll just line those marks back up where they used to be. You can still, a little bit, you can still move it around a little bit. It's not, where if you were to use the Rapid Tack, once those things stick, that's it. It's pretty tough to get them up, not making a big mess. Let's go ahead and we'll squeeze out the excess liquid that gets underneath the Rapid Tack. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Put my smaller logos added. I can hardly wait till I get my big logo so I can finally finish this sign. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll those out. looks good. All right. Now I'm going to add the little, if you can see that, it says Be Work Zone Alert. I guess that's a slogan motto. So they had a little SM up there, which stands for slogan motto. Anyways, made a couple. So those, we'll just put the little slogan motto in there. Little piece of transfer tape on there. Just add that in, and there we go. So now, I have your tax dollars at work. Rebuilding California. www.rebuildingcalifornia.ca.gov. Be Work Zone Alert. Got the whole thing in there now. Just ready for the logos. All right, here we go. Again, back with the SB1 sign trailer project. I got my logos back from the printer. Big 16-inch logo here. Big 16-inch Napa County logo here. Big. This was the SB1, and this is a Measure T logo. It's not quite as big as the rest of them because it would have proportionately put it out of size. We're looking for the horizontal distance versus the vertical distance, because if it would have went vertical, it would have pushed the horizontal out bigger. Anyways, Measure T was a bill that we passed to 1/4 sales tax here, only exclusive in Napa County to go for the roads. So the voters are tired of that gravel roads we drive on here. So what I did, made a line with my level here. This is a 12-inch level, and just so happens this will be 12 inches is where they need to sit. That'll put me right in between the gov and the blue sign right here. So I centered this one. This one will be perfectly centered on the line. Then I took the distance left, split it in half, which would have been 14 inches. Those will all go on the lines. And I have my logo on the sign ready to roll here pretty quick. Okay, I've got my SB1 logo in place here. Move this down, give you a view. There's the SB1 logo in place. Now I want to put the Measure T. Since the Measure T is a little, not quite as tall, but it has the same width as the others. I've got it all centered in here, all leveled. I use my square over here to level it. What I do is put a few pieces of tape up top, hold it in place, and I can flip it up, pull the backing off, and I'm going to spray it down with some rapid tack just to make sure I don't screw it up. Now it's held in place with the tape, so I can easily roll it down and it stays in place without any movement on it. And I'll move on and I'll do the next. I'll do the county logo. I'll probably do it the same way, since circles are usually harder to work with because there's so much variance in it. So I'll just go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and prep this and I'll show you the finished results. Okay, here we have the SB1 sign finally completed. The SB1 logo is supposed to be in the middle, but my higher ups decided they wanted the county funds and the Measure T funds and the SB1 funds to be in there for support, I guess, for the tax dollars that are being spent on projects we're doing here in the California. Well, not so much California, but also in Napa County. Taxpayers just want to see where their tax dollars are going, I guess. Anyways, on to the next step. Really excited about putting it on the SB1 trailer now. All right, there you have it. As promised, the completed SB1 sign. And I told you that was going to keep you on the edge of your seats. So, on to the next venture in this SB1 sign trailer project. I'm going to attach that sign to the trailer on the 4th and final installment of this world-renowned episodes of the SB1 sign trailer. You don't want to miss episode 4. Coming at you soon.